What if I told you that hidden in South Florida are places so incredible that 90% of tourists completely miss them? I'm talking about a secret beach where you can swim with wild dolphins, an underwater city you can explore without scuba gear, and a place where you can literally walk on water. But here's the crazy part: one of these locations was almost completely destroyed last year, and tourists have no idea. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to find South Florida's most mind-blowing hidden gems, and I'll reveal which. Famous Instagram spot is actually a total tourist trap that locals avoid at all costs. What's up, adventure seekers? I'm back with another epic travel guide, and today we're diving deep into South Florida's most incredible destinations. I've spent the last 6 months exploring every corner of this tropical paradise, and let me tell you, what I discovered will completely change how you think about Florida travel. But before we jump in, I need to ask you something. Are you planning a trip to South Florida? Drop a comment below with "Florida bound" and let me know which destination you're most excited about. Also, if this video helps you discover your next adventure, smash that like button. It seriously helps the channel grow and allows me to create more epic travel content for you. Now, I'm going to count down the top 15 places in a very special way. We're starting with incredible spots that are already amazing, but as we climb higher on this list, each destination becomes more spectacular than the last. And trust me, when you see what takes the number 1 spot, your jaw will drop. Number 15, Wynwood Walls, Miami. Kicking off our list at number 15 is Miami's Wynwood Walls, and here's why this place made my list despite being well known. Most tourists visit during the day, but here's an insider secret: the real magic happens during the monthly, second Saturday, art walks, when local artists create live murals right before your eyes. I witnessed a 50-foot mural being completed in just 4 hours, and the energy was absolutely electric. The local food scene here is insane too. There's this hidden taco spot called El Bagel. Yes, you heard that right, where they serve Cuban Jewish fusion tacos that will blow your mind. Pro tip: visit on a Tuesday morning for the best lighting and smallest crowds. You'll get those Instagram shots without fighting through hundreds of other tourists. Number 14, Key Biscayne. Number 14 takes us to Key Biscayne, specifically Crandon Park Beach. Now, you might think this is just another beach, but here's what makes it special. This beach has been ranked as one of the top 10 beaches in the world by Dr. Beach. Yes, that's a real person who scientifically rates beaches. But the real gem here is the lighthouse at Bill Baggs Cape Florida State Park. Here's something crazy: you can actually climb to the top, and the 360-degree view includes downtown Miami, the vast Atlantic Ocean, and on clear days, you can see all the way to the Bahamas. I met a local photographer there who told me the best sunset shots happen from the north side of the lighthouse around 6:30 p.m. during winter months. The way the light hits the water creates this golden pathway that looks like something from a movie. Number 13, Everglades National Park. At number 13, we have the Everglades, but not the tourist trap airboat rides everyone does. I'm talking about the Onhinga Trail at Royal Palm, where you can walk just 5 feet away from wild alligators and absolutely stunning birds. Here's what blew my mind: I visited during the dry season, and the wildlife concentration was unreal. In just 1 hour, I saw 3 alligators, 2 great blue herons, an Onhinga bird diving for fish, and a turtle sunbathing on a log. The best part? It's completely free and takes less than an hour. But here's a warning: never, and I mean never, get closer than 15 feet to an alligator. I watched a tourist ignore this rule, and let's just say park rangers had to get involved very quickly. The secret timing? Early morning around 8 a.m. when the animals are most active, and the lighting is perfect for photography. Number 12, South Point Park, Miami Beach. Number 12 is South Point Park, and this place has one of the most underrated views in all of Miami. While everyone crowds onto overcrowded South Beach, this park offers incredible ocean views, a fishing pier, and here's the kicker: you can watch massive cruise ships navigate the inlet just a few hundred feet away. I spent a sunset here that I'll never forget. As the sun was setting behind the Miami skyline, a Royal Caribbean ship was departing port with all its lights twinkling. It was like watching a floating city sail into the sunset. There's also this amazing restaurant called Smith & Am. Walensky, right in the park, but here's a local secret: skip the expensive dinner and grab drinks during happy hour on their outdoor deck. Same incredible view, half the price. Number 11, Lincoln Road, Miami Beach. At number 11, Lincoln Road might seem obvious, but I discovered something here that most tourists miss completely. Every Sunday, there's this incredible farmers market, but hidden within it is a secret food tour that locals run informally. I met Maria, a local food blogger, who took me to 5 different vendors serving authentic Colombian, Peruvian, Haitian, and Cuban specialties that you literally cannot find anywhere else in Miami Beach. We're talking $3 empanadas that rival anything in South America. But here's the real treasure at the end of Lincoln Road. There's this tiny gelato shop called Gelato Go, where the owner, Giuseppe, makes flavors that change daily based on whatever tropical fruits are in season. I had passion fruit basil gelato that literally tasted like summer in a cup. The trick is to visit Lincoln Road on Sunday mornings for the authentic local experience, not the typical tourist evening crowds. Number 10, Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. Halfway through our countdown at number 10, we have Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. Now, before you think, boring museum, let me tell you why this place earned its spot on this list. This isn't just a museum, it's a 1914 Italian Renaissance villa with secret gardens that feel like you've been transported to European royalty. But here's what most visitors miss: there are hidden pathways throughout the gardens that lead to secluded grottos, secret staircases, and viewpoints that overlook Biscayne Bay. I spent 3 hours here and discovered rooms that looked like movie sets, including a 2-story library with books from the early 1900s and a ballroom with ceilings so ornate they made my neck hurt from looking up. The photography opportunities here are insane. Every corner looks like a professional photo shoot location. Pro tip: the golden hour lighting in the gardens around 5 p.m. creates magical shadows and warm tones perfect for Instagram. By the way, are you taking notes on these locations? Drop a comment below with which destination has surprised you the most so far. I love reading your reactions. Number 9, Coral Castle, Homestead. Number 9 is going to blow your mind because it involves one of America's greatest mysteries. Coral Castle in Homestead was built by one man, Ed Leedskalnin, who carved and moved massive coral stones, some weighing over 30 tons, using tools and methods that engineers today still can't figure out. Here's what's crazy: Ed was only 5 feet tall and weighed 100 pounds, yet he moved stones that would require modern cranes. He worked only at night, and no one ever saw him move these massive blocks. To this day, it's considered one of America's most puzzling engineering mysteries. Walking through Coral Castle feels like stepping into an ancient civilization. There's a 9-ton revolving door that moves with the touch of a finger, a sundial accurate to within 2 minutes, and carved chairs that are perfectly balanced despite being made from solid coral rock. The most mind-blowing part? Ed built this entire castle for a woman who never came to see it. It's simultaneously the most romantic and heartbreaking monument I've ever visited. Number 8, John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park. At number 8, we're diving into Florida's only underwater state park, John Pennekamp in Key Largo. This place offers something you literally cannot experience anywhere else in the continental United States: swimming over living coral reefs with tropical fish that look like they belong in the Caribbean. But here's the secret that most tourists don't know: you don't need to scuba dive to see the incredible underwater world. The glass-bottom boat tours are amazing, but the real magic happens with the snorkeling trips to Molasses Reef. I put on snorkel gear for the first time in years, and within 5 minutes, I was swimming alongside parrotfish, angelfish, and even spotted a small nurse shark. The water was so clear I could see 60 feet down, and the coral formations looked like underwater cities. The highlight was seeing the Christ of the Abyss statue, a 9-foot bronze statue of Jesus submerged 25 feet underwater. Swimming up to this statue and seeing it emerge from the blue depths was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. If you're loving these hidden gems, make sure you're subscribed because I'm planning an entire series on Florida's secret spots that locals don't want tourists to know about. Number 7, Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden. Number 7 brings us to Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden, and this isn't your typical botanical garden. This place is home to the largest collection of palm trees in the world, but what makes it special are the secret sections that feel like walking through prehistoric jungles. The rainforest exhibit is incredible. It's a climate-controlled dome where you can experience what a real rainforest feels like without leaving South Florida. But the hidden gem is the butterfly conservatory during migration season. I visited in March and was surrounded by thousands of monarch butterflies creating this living, breathing orange cloud around me. Here's something incredible: they have a night-blooming cereus that only flowers one night per year, and the garden hosts special midnight viewings. Imagine hundreds of people gathering at midnight to watch a single flower bloom for just a few hours. It sounds crazy, but it's absolutely magical. The garden also has these hidden meditation spots scattered throughout, including a Japanese garden with a koi pond that's so peaceful it made me forget I was in busy Miami. Number 6, Biscayne National Park. At number 6, we have America's most watery national park, Biscayne National Park, where 95% of the park is underwater. This place is so overlooked that even many Miami locals have never visited, but it offers some of the most incredible experiences in South Florida. Here's what makes it special: you can take a boat tour to explore shipwrecks from the 1800s, snorkel over coral reefs teeming with tropical fish, and visit islands that can only be reached by boat. It's like having your own private Caribbean paradise just minutes from downtown Miami. I took the park's boat tour to Boca Chica Key, a small island with a lighthouse and beaches that literally had nobody else on them. Picture this: pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear water, and complete solitude just 30 minutes from one of America's busiest cities. The snorkeling here rivals anything I've experienced in the Caribbean. The coral reefs are healthy and vibrant, and the fish populations are incredible because it's protected as a national park. Number 5, Art Deco Historic District. Number 5 takes us to Miami Beach's Art Deco Historic District, but I'm not talking about the typical Ocean Drive tourist experience. I'm talking about the hidden architectural gems that tell the real story of Miami Beach's golden age. Here's what most people miss: the best Art Deco buildings aren't on the busy tourist strips. They're on Collins Avenue, Washington Avenue, and the side streets where local architects in the 1930s created these incredible pastel-colored masterpieces that look like they're from a retro-futuristic movie. I spent a morning with a local architecture historian who showed me details I never would have noticed: the nautical-inspired decorations that celebrate Miami's ocean location, the tropical motifs carved into building facades, and the geometric patterns that make every building look like art. The secret: timing? Visit during the golden hour when the pastel colors of the buildings glow in the warm light. It's like walking through a living Instagram filter. But here's the insider tip: many of these Art Deco hotels have rooftop bars that are open to the public. You can enjoy cocktails while looking out over this architectural wonderland without staying at expensive hotels. Number 4, the Florida Keys. At number 4, we're heading to the Florida Keys, but not the typical Key West tourist experience. I'm talking about the hidden gems along the overseas highway that most people drive right past without stopping. Here's something incredible: there are more than 40 bridges connecting the Keys, and many of them offer pull-off points where you can stop and experience views that look like the Caribbean. The 7-mile bridge has a viewing area where you can see turquoise water stretching to the horizon in every direction. But the real secret is Bahia Honda State Park. This place has beaches that rival anything in the Caribbean, with white sand and water so clear you can see your feet even in deeper sections. I spent an entire afternoon here and felt like I was on a private island. The snorkeling at Lou Key Reef is world-class. I saw tropical fish, coral formations, and water clarity that made me forget I was still in the United States. It's like having the Bahamas without needing a passport. We're getting close to the top 3. Comment below with Keys if you've ever been to the Florida Keys, or bucket list if this is now on your travel plans. Number 3, Key West. At number 3, Key West earns its spot not for the typical Duval Street party scene, but for the incredible experiences most tourists never discover. This island has secrets that will completely change your perspective on what Key West offers. First, the sunset at Mallory Square isn't just beautiful, it's a nightly celebration that feels like a festival. Street performers, local artists, and hundreds of people gathering to applaud the sun as it disappears into the Gulf of Mexico. But here's the secret: the best sunset views are actually from the top of the La Concha Hotel, where you can see the entire island and ocean stretching endlessly. The real treasure of Key West is its history. Ernest Hemingway's house isn't just a tourist attraction, it's home to 40+ six-toed cats that are descendants of Hemingway's original cats. These cats roam freely throughout the property, and each one has a name of a famous person. But the hidden gem is Fort Zachary Taylor Beach. This beach consistently ranks as one of America's best beaches, with calm, clear water perfect for swimming and snorkeling. Most tourists never find it because it's tucked inside a historic fort. Number 2. Miami's hidden beaches. At number 2, I'm revealing Miami's secret beaches that locals try to keep hidden from tourists. While everyone crowds onto South Beach, there are incredible beaches with fewer crowds and better experiences. Virginia Key Beach is my first secret spot. This beach has a fascinating history as Miami's original, colored beach, during segregation, but today it offers some of the best views of downtown Miami's skyline. The beach faces west, so you get incredible sunset views with the city lights reflecting off the water. But the real hidden gem is Crandon Park Beach's northern section. Most tourists stop at the main beach area, but if you walk north for about 10 minutes, you'll find a secluded section with calm waters, fewer crowds, and incredibly soft sand. Here's something amazing at low tide. You can walk out into the water for almost 200 yards and the water only comes up to your waist. It's like having your own private lagoon in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The secret locals know? Visit these beaches on weekdays for the ultimate peaceful experience. And here it is, the number 1 most incredible place to visit in South Florida. And this is going to shock you because most people have never even heard of it. Dry Tortugas National Park, a cluster of 7 islands located 70 miles west of Key West that can only be reached by seaplane or high-speed ferry. This place is so remote and pristine that it feels like discovering a secret Caribbean island that time forgot. Here's what makes it incredible. Fort Jefferson, a massive 19th-century fortress built on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by crystal clear water and some of the best snorkeling in North America. The fort is so large it covers almost the entire island, creating this surreal scene of a Civil War fortress rising from turquoise waters. But the real magic happens underwater. The snorkeling here is world-class because the waters are completely protected and incredibly clear. I could see 100+ feet underwater, and the fish populations are unlike anywhere else in Florida. Sea turtles, tropical fish, and coral formations that rival the Great Barrier Reef. The journey itself is an adventure. Taking the seaplane from Key West offers aerial views of the Florida Keys that will take your breath away. You'll see shallow turquoise waters, tiny islands, and the vast expanse of ocean that makes you realize how small we really are. There you have it, the top 15 most incredible places to visit in South Florida, from hidden local gems to world-famous destinations that offer secret experiences most tourists never discover. Which destination surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know which location you're adding to your South Florida bucket list. And if this video helped you discover your next adventure, smash that like button, it seriously helps me create more epic travel content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm creating an entire series on Florida's hidden gems, including secret spots in Central and North Florida that will blow your mind. Also, I'm planning to create detailed travel guides for each of these locations. Which destination would you like me to cover first? Comment below with your vote. Remember, South Florida isn't just about Miami beaches and nightlife, it's home to incredible natural wonders, fascinating history, and experiences you literally cannot find anywhere else in America. So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and get ready to discover the real South Florida. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.